So this is my Russian albino hamster. He has been really ill for the past week. To be honest, I thought he was dying, but he's only 5 months old, so that didn't make much sense. He weren't eating, he weren't drinking, he was sleeping 24/7. He just wasn't himself, as you can see. He was just hunched up in the corner of the cage wherever I left him. He wouldn't move. See, he looks very ill. See by his bum? That is dried blood. I noticed the other day he had peed blood and I was very scared. But it had gone now. I would put him back in his cage in a certain place, and like an hour later or the next day he'd still be there. He never moved and he would be really out of breath and panting. I truly thought he was going to be dead in the morning, but I couldn't do anything as I didn't know what was wrong. The next day I had to separate him from Timmy as he was covered in diarrhea, so I separated them and quickly scrubbed the cages top to bottom to remove all the bacteria. My mum thought it was time for him to cross Rainbow Bridge, but I thought not. I wanted to treat him. I wasn't going to give up on him and let him pass. I wanted to save him. So I did. But guess what? I did it with no veterinary care. If you want to know how, keep watching and I will tell you how to cure Wettail. Any hamster can get Wettail. It is a very deadly disease and needs to be treated fast. But I have luckily came up with a way to treat your hamster from Wettail without veterinarian care. I asked about going to the vets and it is £46, and I cannot afford that, so this is what I did. So in order to treat your hamster from Wettail at home, you will need vitamin drops and Pro C. They're both recommended by all vets and recommended by me as well, as obviously they've helped him recover. So vitamin drops and Pro C is a must. You must put it in their food and water daily, but because my hamster didn't eat or drink willingly, you also need a syringe. Put it in the syringe, put it to their mouth, drop it slowly, but if they don't take it like that, you're going to have to force feed, because if you don't, they will die. So what I did was held it in the health check position. Go and search it online if you don't know what it is. It doesn't hurt them, but they don't like it. So, and what else I did was cucumber. When I had my old hamster Honey, she had Wettail as well, and I asked the vets what they did, and they said they fed a cucumber. So I know it's not really the best when they have diarrhea, but it helps. Feed them cucumber, as it offers food and water if they're not eating, and that helps. Mealworms, they cannot get better without mealworms. It offers a source of protein which will thicken up the stool, and if you just keep on just feeding them tons and tons and tons and tons of mealworms, it won't hurt them at all. It will just help them get better. Food also, give them healthy food. Give them their natural food that they have every day, but just take out all the unhealthy bits as you want them to be healthy when they're getting better. Cabbage is also good. Cover that with Pro C, and cabbage helps their insides, it helps them feel better when they're ill. Toast. Toast is also good, like dried bread. Give them a little bit, but watch them when you give it to them. If you don't want them to pouches, it could get stuck in their pouches. If that does happen, search online, and there's lots of pages on how to remove food from hamsters' cheeks. Also, clean the cages every day. I know it sounds really bad, but when your hamster's getting better from diarrhoea, you don't want the bacteria to still be sat there. You want it to be moved. So you keep on doing that daily, and I think that really did help with my hamster. So yeah, basically that's what I did. I did that every day. I checked on him. I offered him water, and within about 4 days, he started showing signs of getting better. So I added a wheel, left him in there for another 2 days after the diarrhea had gone, and obviously that helped him a lot. And now I've introduced him back with Timmy. So thank you for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe. If you've got any more questions, please say down below. Bye.